So today we're going to be building a house in The Sims 4, but of course it can never just be that simple, can it? So this video is going up on August 1st, and so to celebrate, we're going to be building a house using only packs that have been released in the month of August. I did this once before. Last year I actually did February, and I did only packs that were released in the month of February, and it turned out okay. It probably wasn't my favorite build I've ever done, but if you do want to check that one out, I'll link it up in the cards over here. I don't know why I was feeling a lot more confident about August until I found out the packs that came out in the month of August. Brace yourself. So we've actually only had 4 releases in August, which I thought was really surprising because I feel like we get kits like all the time, but we've actually only ever gotten 1 kit in the month of August. Now, this is not me manifesting more kits. I am just saying I was a little surprised, but the only kit we've ever gotten in August is Industrial Loft. So we're going to be building with that and Moschino stuff, Toddler stuff, and Cool Kitchen. So we're literally just going to be building with 3 stuff packs and a kit. Like, what am I going to do? I am going to have to allow myself to use base game as well for this build because like we literally need a bathroom, but I'm going to try to focus on just these 4 packs. Let's just go ahead and get started. Now, I know City Living isn't one of the packs that we're going to be using. I promise I'm not going to use any City Living items, but we are going to be building on one of the penthouses in San Myshuno. It just felt like the vibe, you know what I mean? Like we have Industrial Loft kit, we have Moschino stuff. So we're definitely going to be doing like a loft style penthouse sort of situation. So that's why I went for the lot, but I promise I'm not going to use anything from City Living. And I do actually like how the shape of this place is pretty boxy. I feel like that's kind of the vibe of what we're going for. So I'm just going to put a quick shell together real quick, and then we'll go ahead and furnish it with everything. Okay, I don't know how much it shows that I do not build penthouses and stuff like this. Like I do not do industrial builds. So this is what I came up with. I really don't know how this happened. I wanted to like take up a lot of the space on the lot. Like I didn't want to have too much empty space, but now we're left with this like huge apartment that we're going to be building. I tried to kind of make like not so much space on the top. Wait, let me put some lights in so you can see. Like I kind of cut out the floor in a lot of this space so we don't have to have like a full second story necessarily. And we'll just have like stairs going up to these 2 individual areas. But like, I don't know, like this is still way bigger than what I was planning on having. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, so looking at the 4 packs that we're using, we literally do not have flooring and we have 2 wallpapers. Like I said, I am going to allow myself to use base game, so I will put like base game flooring and stuff like that in, but I kind of just wanted to like pick out as much stuff from the packs as possible first and then just kind of like fill in with base game later. So it looks like we're going to be using a lot of these Moschino stuff wallpapers. I mean, I definitely can do like some sort of an accent wall somewhere. Okay, so we have to think like storyline too. So because we're using toddler stuff, we're obviously going to have like a toddler living in the house somewhere. So I'm kind of thinking like single parent who probably is in like the photography career that comes with Moschino stuff. So we'll have like a photo studio area, and then we'll also have like, you know, the kids' room and just kind of like the living space. I wonder if maybe I should make one of these like upper areas. Like maybe we can kind of keep that over in this corner and just kind of like have it separate from like the living space, and maybe like most of their livable space will be kind of down here. I feel like that could work, like kind of keep your office area separate, if that makes sense. So maybe let me like put a bunch of Moschino stuff up in this area, and that can kind of be like what this space is for. I'm really thinking we just lean into getting this set up as like a total just like studio space. Like we'll get the cameras, we'll get the lighting, and like all of that kind of stuff in here. And maybe just to like tie in a couple of the other packs, we can do like the Industrial Loft couch up here instead of the Moschino one, because I do really, really love this couch. It looks so much more comfortable. Like I feel like maybe we can go ahead and do that one in like the black swatch, but then also use like a Moschino stuffed coffee table. I do feel like those 2 packs go together really easily. Like if it was just Industrial Loft and Moschino, like I have no issue blending those together. Ooh, I can even go ahead and use like this Industrial Loft kit rug, like just over in the sitting area. I might like size it down a bit just so it's not like interfering with the camera over here. But when I tell you, like when this rug came out, like this rug was everything. Like I used it literally all the time. I do really like this gray swatch, but I feel like I'm trying to bring like a little bit of color into the space. So I might go in with like maybe one of the stripe ones, or even just like the lighter gray, I feel like is fine. It kind of like breaks it up a little bit. And then I can go in with like some Industrial Loft decorations, like just kind of mix and match these 2 up in this space. And I really would love to just get like the slightest touch of the other packs up in here. So I might just do like some of the cookbooks on one of these little tables, just like to have something from the other packs in here. But I think this is probably good for our studio space up here. I am going to put a door over here and put like a little bathroom in here, but that's not going to be anything special. It's basically going to be like a base game bathroom because we don't really have a ton of bathroom stuff from the other packs. And then I think the other thing I want to do while I'm up here is I want to go ahead and put all of the like pipe things up on the ceiling from Industrial Loft Kit, and that way we can like see it when we're in gameplay. I think I'm probably going to do like maybe this like rusty kind of swatch, and I am just going to, I don't want it to be like too in the way that it's like blocking my view when I'm doing gameplay, so maybe I'll even do it like over in this area or something, but I kind of just want to like do a few lines of it like around the ceiling line. I'm just going to jump in and interrupt this video really quick to talk about my creator code. I've talked about this a little bit before, but as you guys know, I am a part of the EA Creator Network, and through the Creator Network, I get something that's called a creator code. And basically all this code is a way for you guys to help support me and my content when you're buying games on the EA app. So my code is Simming Shannon. All you have to do is go ahead and type that into the promo code box when you're buying packs on the EA app. And the cool thing about these codes is that you were going to spend this money anyway. You were already going to be buying the pack, but now instead of all that money going to EA, I just get a small commission off of your purchase. And a big thank you to everyone who's been using my code so far. That really helps me out and makes videos like this possible, so I appreciate everybody who wants to do that. But with all that being said, let's get back into the video. So like I said, the bathroom is like super base game, which is fine. It's literally just bathroom, but I am using some of the plants like from the kit just to have like a little bit of something in there. And I might also do like an art piece from like one of the packs, just like, so it's not just a totally base game bathroom, you know what I mean? I did already use these in a different swatch, but I might even go ahead and just like size down these paintings from Moschino, just to like put over the bathtub. Like this is really all that I think I need. Okay, so we've got these two rooms done. I'm still not totally sure what I'm gonna do with like the other side of the lofted space. I think I may go ahead and make that like the parents' bedroom and then have the toddler's bedroom somewhere on the lower level, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm gonna start down on the lower level. I'm gonna go ahead and put the kitchen in. And looking at the space I have, I think I wanna do the living room over on this side, so I might go ahead and do the kitchen like in this corner over here. Obviously, in terms of the kitchen set we're going to be using, we have to go ahead and use the Cool Kitchen, which I feel like Cool Kitchen actually gets a lot of hate that I do not get behind. Like, I really do like this kitchen set. It might not be my favorite anymore just because like we have so many other kitchen sets, but there's some really good stuff in here. Like this fridge, I genuinely use all the time. Even like the stove and all this kind of stuff, like it's just like nice, sleek appliances. I don't know if people just don't like love the counters, but I don't know where all the hate comes from. I really do like this pack. The only thing that I don't necessarily love about Cool Kitchen stuff is just that like all the cabinets have this glass, and I feel like it's like a little bit too much glass on the cabinets. Like there is, the end pieces are like just kind of solid like wood, and I wish that this was what the middle piece was like and that the end pieces had the glass because it's just a little too much. Like I do try to sneak in the end pieces as much as I can. But other than that, like I said, I really do like this kitchen set. This kitchen is a little bit larger than a typical kitchen I would do, and I am going to do an island too, just because like I need to take up a lot of space in here. I don't really love how big the kitchen is, but like I just need to do something with all this space. And I think I'm probably also going to be able to fit in some items from some of the other packs. Like I know there's some lighting from Industrial Loft that I feel like I could use in here. Ooh, or we can also go in with this lighting from Moschino. It's pretty bright, but I honestly think I might like that better. Like what if I get rid of this light? I think I'm actually okay with that for the lighting. And then we've also got some bar stools from the Industrial Loft Kit that I really like, much better than the ones that come from Cool Kitchen. So I am going to go ahead and use those. And we actually have two dining tables we can choose from. There is a bar height one from Industrial Loft that we can go ahead and use those bar stools again. Or we do have a like 3-tile dining table that comes with Cool Kitchen. And honestly, I'm debating even using both and having like 2 dining areas. Like maybe we have a more relaxed dining area somewhere in this kitchen space, and then we have like a formal dining room using this dining room table. But the problem is the only dining chairs that we have are the ones from Cool Kitchen, and I can't say that they're my favorite necessarily. I mean, we're just gonna have to make it work. I might change the color on these, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and have these. I don't know where I want this like formal dining space to go, but I definitely need to like take up some space in here, so it's gonna go somewhere. Okay, but my only thing is, do you think it's like too many bar stools if I have this table and also have these bar stools here? Like, do you think I maybe do have to swap the bar stools in the kitchen out if I'm gonna have my kitchen table have the other bar stools? I feel like I might have to do that. I don't love it, but I might have to do that just so that I can also like incorporate this table. And then I might like go ahead and put our like more informal dining table over here. And then I don't know where this one's gonna go. I'm just gonna plop it over there for now. And then maybe over here, like, should I do a little coffee bar or something? We don't have a coffee pot in the kits, but I can go ahead and do like a base game one. Or should I have an ice cream machine? Maybe I can go put the ice cream machine over there. But I think I am going to do like a little base game coffee bar of some sort. Just because I feel like that's kind of what would be in a corner like this. And then I can go ahead and like decorate it. Unfortunately, even though we do have like the cool kitchen kit to use, it doesn't really have as many like kitchen clutter items as I would have hoped that it would. So we're definitely going to go ahead and use like everything that we can, but we may also have to dip back into base game just to get a few more like kitchen clutter items. Okay, I think we are going to go ahead and leave the kitchen like this for now. It is a little more lived in, which I definitely like to see, but as I was doing the kitchen, I was looking around and I was like, why does this house just not look right? Like it looks like it's not like ready or something like that. And I think it's because I didn't put like any of my windows and doors in yet. So I actually am going to go ahead and do that. We have some really nice windows, both from Moschino stuff and this one from Industrial Loft. So we're going to have like some really nice industrial windows all around the place, which I'm super excited about. And I think it is going to make the place just look a lot more done, even though it's like not done. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna go ahead and put all those in. And I also have like all these little patio spaces. I'm gonna use probably this door from Industrial Loft on those, and maybe also this Moschino one for a couple of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and put all of those like doors and windows and stuff in, and then we'll get back to it. I actually just had to rework our studio space a little bit as we were doing that because I didn't realize that I had like 2 little balconies I needed doors to. But while I was doing that, I actually came up with the idea to incorporate this really nice feature window. So we have actually a bunch of different pieces from Moschino stuff, and it spans over 2 stories. So it looks like this from the studio space, and then it looks like this in the living room, which I feel like looks so normal. But then when you put it together on the outside, I feel like it adds this really beautiful standout feature that I'm really, really loving. And the way that I made this was actually all with Moschino stuff windows. So up on the top, I have these 2 arched ones. Like I have one this way and then I just flipped it and put it the other way. And then on the same level underneath, I had 3 of the mini loft windows. And then underneath that is just 3 of like the regular rectangle ones. I did kind of alternate. I did 1 closed one and 2 open ones. Although I might even swap that out and do 2 of the closed ones just because I feel like all the ones upstairs are open and I kind of want like a little bit of like difference in between them. So I kind of like the way that that looks. And now I'm just going to go ahead and finish adding windows into everything else. I might even do a couple of these rounded ones from Industrial Loft to kind of like keep that look going. Like maybe I'll do some of those in these little smaller areas or something like that, but I'll be back. All right, guys, I am not gonna lie, I was not feeling good about this house at first, but I think now that I put like windows and I put the wallpaper on the outside, I think I'm feeling a little bit better about it. I also just kind of like quickly threw like some plants and chairs and things on the little balconies. For this one down here, I did include a plant from the Industrial Loft kit, which I feel like I've now used like 3 or 4 times. And I also went ahead and put the grill from Toddler stuff, which I thought was a great find too. That way we didn't have to do like a base game grill. We still kind of used some of the pack. And then over here on this side, I literally just put bushes so far, but I also did the little string lights from the Toddler pack because I feel like that's like always a nice little addition for the outside. I do think I want to have like some sort of like outdoor activity over here. Okay, tell me if it's crazy. You can stop me if it's a bad idea, but actually you can't because this is recorded before you saw it. Should I put a ball pit out here? So like probably not. I probably shouldn't put a ball pit out here, but like we're using the Toddler kit. Okay, like we can definitely put the slide. The slide I feel like is always a good idea. But can we go ball pit? What if we do the ball pit? Okay, so like this little balcony over here, I didn't put anything on yet. And this is going to be the toddler's room in here. So this is like basically the toddler's balcony. Can I go ball pit on here? Is that allowed. I feel like probably not, but I think I might do it. I think I might include the ball pit, and then we'll also have the little slide out here, and this could just be like the toddler's little outdoor balcony, because like there's no like real backyard. I mean, like I guess there's this, but that's fake, you know, like that's turf. So what if the toddler just had like all of their little toys out on this little balcony? This balcony might be the downfall of the build, to be honest, but I think it's fine. I think we're keeping it. I mean, at this point, I'm in this deep. We're definitely keeping it. Just pretend you don't see it. Just literally pretend you don't see it. But I do think that that is going to be what we do for that little balcony. It's for the kid, okay? It is for the kid. I do think we are going to have the formal dining area probably over in this little area somewhere. Maybe I could pull it out a little bit more. And then, like I said, we're going to have our little like breakfast nook over here with our coffee bar. And then this is going to be the living room, where I think I'm going to focus most of my attention next. I don't know where I would put a TV in here, because we have like all of these windows on this wall. I think we are gonna have to end up just like putting one on a TV stand like this. This is probably going to be our best bet, because there's just no wall to really hang one on. And then maybe we could just like put the couch and the chairs over in this general area. And obviously I am going to be using the industrial loft couch again, because it's just the most beautiful thing that we've ever gotten in the game. I think we did use the black one upstairs. So downstairs I might go for like one of the browns, or I don't really know if I like the white one that much. So maybe we'll go for like the dark brown and just kind of like warm up the color scheme the tiniest bit. And then we'll do the matching chair as well. Okay, so I'm thinking we could maybe do something like this. And then once again, go back to that industrial loft rug. And I think doing like the pattern also kind of breaks up the space a little bit. So we'll do this patterned one. And I'm like really trying to like move everything back, like just take up as much physical space as possible. I thought we also got like a standing lamp with industrial loft kit. I can't seem to find one though. Let me turn off base game. Okay, maybe we didn't. Maybe that was just in my head. So maybe I'll just go ahead and throw in like this lamp right here. I feel like just kind of fits the vibe. It is just a base game one. But I feel like that's fine. I just need stuff to like take up this space. Like I need like big furniture pieces, big plants, like all of that kind of stuff. We do have this little like hallway table. I feel like we could maybe fit in somewhere. Maybe we can put it over here. Oh, so I also added this little corner over here, and it actually has a ladder up to just a little like reading nook that I added with a bunch of like mosquito stuff and stuff like that. I thought that was just a nice touch, and it kind of just like took up that little open space right there. But now that I'm looking at that, I feel like I also want to use that bookshelf downstairs in the living room as well. I feel like nobody's going to be able to tell that like we used it twice, like who cares? But we can do it in the wood swatch. Maybe I'll swap it out for that hallway table actually, and do the bookcase over there. And then maybe we can put this hallway table, I mean, I have plenty of space. It's just a matter of like which space I want to take up. Maybe we'll put it in this corner over here and then move the plant. Or you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to leave the plant here. Maybe I'll move the hallway table over towards like this dining room area. And maybe I can get like a nice picture to put on top of this. For some reason, I do actually kind of like this poster from Cool Kitchen. I know it's like kind of ridiculous, but I already used this mosquito painting like way too many times. I cannot be using that again. But I do feel like there are like some decent swatches. Like this looks like art. This looks like art. I feel like I can totally get away with putting that on there. The problem with only having like stuff packs and a kit to really work with is just that there's not enough items. You know what I mean? Like those are all pack types that really don't come with that much. So I feel like I am using these same like plants and all this kind of stuff over and over again, just because like there's literally not enough options of stuff. I guess we can also take like some of these side tables from the industrial loft and we can put it like over in the living room as well. Again, like I don't have a ton of stuff that I can put on it in terms of like clutter. Ooh, what about this one? This doesn't glow, right? Actually, maybe we can break things up a little bit. This one's from Mosquito, but I still feel like it fits in. I might actually swap that out for this one. But again, I still need something to put on top of it. And I want it to be something that I haven't like totally overused yet. But like this is what we have in terms of decorations. Like I'm using the same magazines that I used upstairs It's like all just the same stuff. I'm also thinking we didn't use these kitchen shelves anywhere in the kitchen. Can we also maybe incorporate that? I don't know if we can swap that out just because it doesn't really fit with like that little item. Maybe we can put them over here. I don't really know what like this space is for. I would have put the dining table over here, but like, do you think that's too many chairs in one place? I feel like that might be too many chairs in one place. I kind of wanted to break it up, but then like, I don't know what goes over here then. Okay, so like just for reference, like this is all of the items from those 4 packs that we have. Like it is what, like 4 or 5 rows in the catalog. Like it's basically nothing. So this is why we keep like using the same stuff over and over again, because like we don't have enough stuff. And I know I have been allowing myself to use base game items a little bit more than I probably should, but I might go ahead and do that again and just go ahead and like put a piano in here, because honestly, like I just need to take up the space and that's probably my best bet. Okay, this place is way more open than I ever like to leave a build, but I want to just kind of get like all the rooms done. And then if I want to go in and like add other things, which I definitely do want to add other things, but I can kind of do that later. I'm just going to go ahead and like get the bedrooms done and out of the way. Funny enough, toddler stuff actually does not come with a toddler bed. So I am going to have to go into the base game to get furniture for my toddler room, but I am going to go ahead and like decorate it with the toddler pack, I promise. So with the options I had available between like the rug from Toddler stuff and also this wallpaper from Moschino, I feel like the best way I can kind of like mesh some packs together is by doing like a pink and yellow color scheme. I also think we could use like these books from Moschino stuff. I feel like that could be a good addition. So I think if this is going to be my main furniture, I'm just trying to figure out like a layout that I feel like works. Maybe we put the dresser over here. I'll do my little like Moschino stuff books since I have these available. And the bed I think would probably look good maybe like on this wall over here, and then over here maybe I can have like a little just like cozy reading corner or something with the little pillows that they can sit on. I know we already have a dollhouse outside, but I'm just like trying to come up with like clutter that I can put in this room. So I might actually go ahead and include another dollhouse. I might put that where I had the pillows originally, and then maybe the pillows can go like maybe over in this corner where there's like a little opening in the rugs. There really is just like such little stuff in here. It is so hard to come up with like decorations. I guess I can use some of the posters for like a little decoration on the wall. Obviously, like the colors are not going to match like perfectly and be exactly what I'm looking for, but it's also for a toddler's room. So maybe it's not like as important that the colors look good. I don't know. I really have no idea. Like we literally just don't have enough stuff. Like, do you think I should do the neon light? Do you think this like adds anything important? What if I do the neon light on that wall and then like move around some of these posters? I truly have no idea. Like, I guess it's my fault for thinking that if we had toddler stuff, we should be making a toddler room. That's my bad. I guess I will take the L on that. I actually can't believe that I might be leaving this room like this. Like that this might just be it. This might be the best that we can do with what we had. Like that is so sad. Do you think I should use this light? No, this is just getting ridiculous. Like it's actually getting ridiculous. Okay, we're not going to use that. We're just going to move on. We're going to move on. I am slowly losing it with this build. So we're just going to go. We're going to do the bedroom upstairs. Luckily, we have a whole bedroom set with industrial loft, and we are literally just going to go ahead and use like every single one of those items. Like, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. Like, we're literally going to use the bed. We're going to use the night tables. We're going to use the dresser, and we're just going to be done. I think this actually might be the only room that I feel like we can like really properly do and feel like we have everything by just using these packs that we had available, which is kind of sad. Like I said, I am really disappointed in toddler stuff today. You know, there was a time not that long ago where I actually had a lot of faith in this build that we're doing, and now I'm like, this is terrible. Just get it off my screen. All right, I think I'm just going to take like one last scroll through all the items that we have in this pack, which again is not much. So it's going to be a quick scroll, and just see if there's anything else that I feel like would add any value at all into this build that we just did. Like, do I need these out in the backyard? Does that add value? That might subtract value from what we're doing right here, to be honest. I mean, I guess I could put in like a couple more ceiling fans. Like I didn't put a ceiling fan in the kids' room. I didn't put a ceiling fan in the living room. That's, I think, about what I can contribute to this. I guess I can do also this cutting board from Cool Kitchen. I guess we also have this thing from Moschino, this little like wall decoration thing. Is there a wall that needs to be decorated anywhere in here that I can go ahead and add this to? That adds something. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call this build done. It is way too open and empty for me, but I also just never build like any of these kind of like styles. Like I don't do penthouses, I don't do industrial. So, I mean, I definitely don't hate it. I probably don't love it. I think if I was actually gonna do gameplay in here, I would decorate it a lot more using some other packs and stuff like that. I do like the base of it though. Like I like the idea. I just don't think I had enough items to like really do what I needed to do here. But let me go ahead and give you a tour just to wrap things up. So if you were to enter this loft, you'd actually enter through over here where the elevator is. You just need that item to do like penthouses and stuff. So this would technically be the front door where you would walk through, and then you walk into this living room over here. I do really love this feature I added of like the ladder up to the little reading nook upstairs. I think that is really, really nice. And then out here we have one of our little balconies. I mean, you do have like a nice view of San Myshuno at least, and we have like some little toddler stuff items out here. Through here, I do think we have a really nice like kitchen and dining space. We have our little piano that we added, and then the formal dining space is over here. Then out this way, we literally do have the ball pit. This is kind of just like the toddlers' little outdoor space. So they've got their little ball pit and the dollhouse and all that kind of stuff. But the toddler's bedroom is actually in here, and it's pink and yellow, and it actually is pretty cute. Like I said, it's definitely not the worst thing in the world, but I just would have done things differently if I had all the packs available. Maybe I should actually like do a video where I renovate this using all the packs and do it how I actually would want to do it. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that video, because this is rough, I'm not gonna lie. But upstairs, we do have our little studio space up here. And when I tell you I was feeling so good about this build when I was doing this space, like I do think this area looks really good. I think this would be like a fun place to do like gameplay using that career from Moschino. We have the bathroom up here. I apologize for whatever the camera is doing. It's actually like kind of making me sick. Let me just like finish off the tour just kind of like using the regular camera. But we do have our bedroom up here. And then of course we have like our outdoor spaces. I just put like some garden planters and stuff back here. I really don't know, guys. Okay, so I think our big takeaway here is that maybe we need some more stuff to come out in the month of August. I mean, we've still got a whole month if The Sims wants to drop anything, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But overall, I do think that Industrial Loft and Moschino work together really, really well, and I would love to do another build like kind of leaning more into that, but just like giving myself the option to use other items. If you do want to see me redo this build and just kind of like use the shell but decorate it a lot better, let me know down in the comments. This was just kind of a goofy video to start off the month with, but I am going to be posting a lot more frequently like I have been for the last couple of weeks, so let me know in the comments what other kind of videos you want to see from me as well. And if for some reason you were like super inspired by this build I just did and you want to get your hands on some of these packs I was using, The Sims is actually having a huge sale on the EA app right now. There's a ton of packs on sale right now, and I believe the sale's going on for the next week or so. So if you are going to be buying any packs, don't forget you can use my creator code SimmingShannon when buying packs on the EA app. This isn't a discount code, but it does give me a commission off your purchase, and I really, really appreciate anybody who wants to help me out in that way. It makes it possible for me to do these videos. So thank you to anybody who's been using my code. And with all that being said, I am gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you have a slaytastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.